Okay. Well, better late than never. Good lord. Okay. Stream manager, get that loaded up. Alrighty. Surprised I even made it today. You had any idea about my day? Wait, you don't? But if you did, you know it's crazy. I know my lights keep being everywhere. Like every stream, the lighting is different. My apologies. I'm still working on the lighting aspect of it. I hope I'm not eating the mic too bad. I kind of moved it a little bit so that way it'll help me stay awake. Anyone who missed my last stream, it's because I deleted it. Yes. I only streamed for about an hour and fell asleep. Well, not fell asleep, but dozed off during stream, and so I just kind of erased that from everyone's memory. I have energy drinks this time. It was an off day also today, so I still only got 3 hours of sleep the night prior, though. So we're just going to do our best. I should be good. I'm in a pretty good
I need you to do me a favor, Dirge.
awake state. I don't know about mental state. I definitely need to escape reality, though, and that's why we are here.
Can you do something about it?
Back into Skyrim once again.
He won't bother you anymore, I promise.
Continuing where we picked off, left off, whatever. Yeah. And I actually had downloaded another mod that suggested to start a new game. So despite the character looks exactly the same, and mind you, even was loaded in the exact same spot where I left the last stream, and you wouldn't know unless I told you, it's actually a completely remade character, and I just got back to that point where we just were. Because, yeah, I don't mess around. So, yeah. Anyway, what is the current goal? I am on, yes. Let's see. We are done with the random jobs. We were starting doing the fully finalizing Thieves Guild stuff. So yeah. I did put the camera at a better angle. At least I think. But again, I have to get some lighting. I want to get some feel like a real gamer here and get some gaming lights too. I think a nice blue would be good. Because if you knew my computer has it's all black and blue. Black with blue lights. Which you obviously don't know on my computer. But, yeah. So let's see. We are... Where's it going? Oh yes, we are doing loud and clear. We are entering Cold and Glow through the sewer. Let's go. And I promise that's just a monster. Although, as a note to myself, to when I watch this later, remind me that I do not want to have lemony monster. Already feeling it in my throat. Which is kind of devastating when you have to talk for a long period of time. Very big oversight on my part. Network. Drop frames due to network. Okay, we're good though. We are good. So where are we going? Over here. Do this thing. Okay. If anything needs to be adjusted sound-wise, I pretty much don't touch the settings between stream, and it's the same game, and so it really shouldn't have much of an issue as far as sound goes, but If anything is off, let me know, and I will fix it. But, excuse me. Sorry. I think I have the mic a little bit closer than I usually have it too, so sorry if it picks up a little bit of my a little bit more sound than usual. Luckily, the babies, my two 4-year-olds, did finally go to sleep. They were up until Angler acquaintances. Where the hell am I? Am I even going the right way? No. Okay, let's go the right way, shall we? Alright. But yeah, they were up until only 30 minutes ago. And not just up, but way up. And there's a... Yeah. My son gets very upset when he has to put a game down. We're cut from the same cloth. Oop, I'm sneaking. We're sneaking. But as a 4-year-old, he likes to throw little fits. And I spoil him a little bit. Because this is what I do. He's a butt. Oh, oh, oh. I'm detected. Don't know why I was detected. I got pretty good sneak. Let's see here. Right? I do, right? Oh, I have a level up. Good old level ups. Increase health. We need to be sneaky, sneaky. What are we doing? Sneak. And I don't normally drink energy drinks at all. Yeah, so like I said, I only had 3 hours of sleep, so I'm hoping this is just gonna help me stay awake. But yeah, energy drinks, I don't really feel like they actually do anything usually to me. So this is going to be a test for me as far as energy drinking goes. And maybe I'll just start having an energy drink before my stream. Because it's often this late at night, and it's often, well, a long fucking day beforehand. Okay, so let's see here. We are not killing anyone for the moment while we do these sneaking quests, so... Yeah, I mainly want sneaking stuff. So let's see, what do we want? Don't need to worry about those, really. Well... Guess I have my sneaking stuff pretty much dialed in. At least as high as it can go right now. Could just get this for now, I guess. Won't trigger pressure plates. Perhaps. Make a decision. What do we want? Or do I want to start playing with my bow slowing time too? Both at 47. Good old sneak attacks counting towards sneaking and archery at the same time. Yeah, I can... Yeah, I'm sure I'll enjoy the accidental walking over a pressure plate. Let's increase our sneak. Okay. Let's save here. I don't intend to save scum, but yeah, no save scumming. Maybe just a little bit of save scumming. We'll see what happens. Oh yeah, I got it. That's right. The last stream that was deleted, I actually did. I had gotten the archery mod, which is actually pretty great because it allows you to have. It tells you like if I get a headshot and stuff like that, it'll actually do more damage. Uh-oh, whoa. It'll actually do more damage when I do a headshot. It'll also stagger them. If I shoot them in the hand or something, it'll disarm them. If I shoot them in the leg, they'll maybe drop to a knee or something, you know. A little bit more accurate. You know, the whole arrow to the knee thing. And yeah. So, but the caveat to that is also that it also affects myself too. So if I get hit in the head, it is also 2 times the damage. And so archers are now, I'm scared of archers. For sure. I am terrified of them. It is bad fugu when I find an archer. Most of my mods are all, like I said, immersion mods. So there's not a lot that helps me. And if I had a chat right now, I'd be like, hey, so I do have the mod. It does give me parkouring, which allows me to climb up here, which leads right to the end of this mission zone. Or I can go up this way and sneak through everything. Yeah. That'd be a great back and forth to debate whether I go through everything, but I think most people would just not care anyway. And there is so much to do in this game that I kind of want to just, well, get going. So, parkour. Fucking love that episode of fucking The Office. Parkour. Parkour. Oh man. It's the best. The best. Oh. But you can see how easy it actually makes this whole mission though. It just like, this is the end. Just have to pick an expert lock. But, I mean, it makes me a master thief. I'm a fucking badass. See how many lockpicks I break. Oh damn, I have a lot of lockpicks though. A lot of lockpicks, for sure. I will eventually put some skill points into lockpicking, but I mean, I don't know. I just really never feel like they're worth it half the time. And that's it. I can just go right back into the sewer the way I came, and that's that. So, a little easy. Okay. Get the fuck out of here. And then go and burn some. Oh yeah, do I have a torch? Torch. I do have a torch. Sweet. My goal is to not use spells on my characters that don't use spells. Oh yeah, I should have got this too. Sorry, what? My name? Guide to better thieving. Gimme, gimme. Also, the Legacy of the Dragonborn DLC, I'll probably be filling that in a bit on stream and such too. Yeah, that was it too. I actually fixed my camera, my face cam a little bit. I think too. On the stream I had deleted. It was only an hour long. You didn't miss anything. And actually when I restarted and played it through again, I actually had stopped right where it was at the start of the the stream that shall not be named. I mean, I totally fucking fell asleep. It was funny. Not fell asleep, but I did one of the others like, boom, fell into my mic. My mic woke me up a little bit, and I was like, okay, that's just embarrassing. And then like the whole time, I just kept like, my eyes were half closed, and I was really, really tired. So I had said on that stream that if I only get 3 hours of sleep, I just wouldn't stream. But tonight, I still only got 3 hours of sleep the night prior. So I decided to try energy drinks to fuel my ability to do this. Yeah. So hopefully this works well. So far, I feel pretty good. I feel pretty awake. And I had moved the I moved my camera and stuff a little higher, so I have to look up a little bit so that way my eyes aren't closing so much. I think that'll also help me stay awake if my eyes aren't half closed, because if I'm higher and looking down, I'm more likely to be looking more tired and being more tired. So yeah, like I said, I'm a new streamer. If I even call myself a streamer, well, yeah, I can go. Logically, if you even make one stream, you at least can say you're streaming or a streamer, right? I don't know. I have a schedule. I'm following it. Yeah. I can go as a streamer. We're fine. Just overthinking. That's what I like to do. Alright. Let's find a way to get these beehives. Really? I can't get through there? That's stupid. If I can get through it on this side, why can't I get through it on that side? The sense it makes none. The sense it makes none. Oh, now I'm trapped. I'm trapped. Get out. Okay. We got this. Especially when I can just walk over here anyway. Ugh. Okay. Let's get over there. And uh-oh. Uh-oh. Really?
What was that?
Damn, they have a high detection if they can detect my ass. Got a really high sneak right now. That's it. Sneaky, sneaky. Hopefully in the right direction. Uh-oh. Come on, don't wear off timer. That's right, baby. Back invisible. I probably went the wrong way. This seems and feels like the wrong way. Sorry, the mic picks that up a little bit. Oh my god. Ugh. What is even seeing me like way over there and shit? I know. What? So, wait, that's the Nirnroot I had picked up a minute ago? Are you fucking serious? Damn it. Damn. Oh my god. Ah, bother. Let's get up here. Where's parkouring now, huh? Ooh, shit. No, at least I'm getting sneak skill from this. Just swim around this rock cluster and you'll get sneak maxed out in no time. Fucking... I haven't really done this quest too many times. But I have done it at least 3 times recently, so I don't know what my problem is. Alright, let's do this. Go sneak mode. There's a fucking path. Just follow the path. Follow the path. That's all you gotta do. There. Why was that so difficult? Honestly, why? There was no reason. Alright. Let's get a torch. Do I have that hotkeyed? I do not. Torch, torch, torch. Torch. Or fire, I guess? No. No fire. Just torchy, torchy. Torch, 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 torch 'em. Oh, no, put the damn... One. Oh, one. Put that away. They're running over here. Gotta stealth away. Never knew what hit them. Never knew what hit him. Is that... I know that's from StarCraft. Is that even the pyro that says that? Or do they just say things like burn? Hmm. I don't remember. I do a lot of do like my StarCraft quotes, but that one escapes me at the moment. What is detecting me? Fuck off. Piss off. Piss off. Alright. Energy. Sorry, bumped the mic. My bad. Energy drink number 2. Monster number 2. Make sure we're up and at them. I don't have to drink this one nearly as fast to drink that last one, for sure, though. Because I just, like, fucking tried to down it as much as I could. Anyway, we probably don't need to sneak anymore. Probably fast travel the rest of the way now. Nice and safe. Nope, I didn't see. Well, I know I said to put a custom marker there. I did not mean to, though. Itchy nose. So, yeah. And I know I've said it the last couple of streams, I'm real close to getting the recording for the Let's Plays going. Those will be good. Those will be great. Let's listen to what he has to say. Absolutely nothing. Yeah. Okay.
Word on the street is Golden Glow's been hit. Good job, lad.
Yes, and here's what was in the safe.
Let me take a look at what you found. Arengar sold Golden Glow? What's that idiot thinking? He has no idea the extent of Maven's fury when she's been cut out of a deal. But I'm certain he'll find out. If only the parchment had the buyer's name instead of this odd symbol. Any idea what that might be?
No idea.
Blast. Well, I'll check my sources and speak to Mercer. But for now, you're off to speak to Maven Blackbriar. She asked for you by name.
I thought I did the job like you asked.
No. Nothing like that. You're calling on her for business.
What does Maven want from me?
That's between you and Maven, and I prefer to keep it that way. Don't worry about it. Maven's business dealings usually involve quite a bit of gold for her people.
Speaking of which...
Of course, your pay. You're smart as a whip lad. Keep doing right by us, and there's plenty more where that came from. Until next we meet, lad.
Okay. Sorry, hearing sounds upstairs. Kids being sus. Or it might be the cat.
If you're looking for extra work, talk to Vex or Delvin. They'll fix you up.
Completed, or was that? Maybe that wasn't a save game. Let's see. You steal 500 gold from Riften. Do that in Riften. While we're up at top side, we'll do some of these additional jobs here in Riften. Because altogether for the additional jobs, you have to do 150 total in order to get everything on the treasury shrine thingy, or fill your treasury up. And you obviously do a lot of them when you fully unlock all these guys and stuff, which I've already done. But I haven't done 150 total yet, so. Ooh, hide armor of illusion. So as such, I will be I'll just be picking them up and doing them randomly as I go. Why? Huh. Do elves not sleep in this game? Or are they on shifts or something? No, elves sleep.
You in anything? Some fine armor, perhaps?
Cause like, no, not that button. T. Yeah, it's 10. Hey, stop that. I didn't say to do that. Stop that. Get up, get up, get up. No, cause like, these two, he's not an elf, he's a human, right? And he's definitely a human. And they're both asleep. At 10. And then my two elves, my wood elf and dark elf, are awake. I'm questioning my life. Wait, what? Oh, that was that table. I was like, where did the thing go? We're good. Okay, I'm done
If you're in the
mind
market for the
boggling
finest
myself.
bows money can buy, you're talking to the right person.
Am I?
Take a look.
I'll keep an eye on that. It's curious. I almost would love to rock the fire arrows. How much gold does this character have? Holy shit. A lot of gold. Good job, dude. Those additional missions sure do add up, don't they? Itchy eye. Okay. We are good. You have nothing. Actually, what I really want
Take a look.
there's a... So I had downloaded at one point the Bosmer armor set separately. Because I was like, that's great. I wanted to look more like a wood elf and have him have wood elf armor. But then I saw immersive armors, which added a whole bunch of armor sets, including the Bosmer set. So I uninstalled the Bosmer set and just have immersive armors, which has all the sets. Part of that Bosmer set, though, had this interesting additional armor piece, which was like either like a cape or like a shoulder cloth thing. 1 second while I'm being nice to my daughter, and since she doesn't have school tomorrow, I will unlock her phone. I'm giving her until midnight to play on it instead of 10 o'clock. Because she's a butthead. Add bonus time. 2 hours. Done. Okay. There we go. Put that back up there. Okay. Alright. Out of reality again. Get out of here. What are we doing? We are going to go do some stuff. Go talk to Maven up here. And do a couple of these additional quests. While we're at it. Up here in Riften. Here we go. Now I gotta pickpocket your ass, huh? Okay. Always save. Actually, did I? Put on our face mask too in case we're caught. We'll just run away. Try really hard not to save scum it. While we do our shady dealings, keep our face mask on. Ooh. Actually looks better on your guys' screen than it does mine. I believe I've said that before though. Oof, gotta get into this bitch's house and steal something. Plant the stolen garnet in the chest. Okay. This is that mule. I don't know how the hell to pronounce her name. Mjoln. Mjol. The woman that seems like she has an unfinished quest line to... Because I swear, like, all of her dialogue and everything seems like she should have a quest line that would be to eventually eliminate the Thieves Guild. But she doesn't. No.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Oh, I'm not supposed to be in here. You can't see me. Huh?
This is the last time.
Oh, I don't want you to call the guards.
Get
Because for some reason I'm invisible, but you can see me. Jerkwad. Alright. And you guys like never fucking sleep either. Like what time is it? It's midnight. Get your asses to sleep. Seriously. What's wrong with you? I'm waiting. What's wrong with you? It's 10 my time. I know it's fucking midnight for your time. Go to bed. Just being stupid. Okay.
Dirge told me you made it into the guild.
Damn right,
You
dude.
need dirt on anything, you talk to me.
Hey, friend.
What did you want to know?
Tell me more about the Blackbriars. Why not?
Well, you got Maven. She pretty much runs the whole
Wait, how'd you know it was
operation.
me? I have a face
She's got
mask on.
friends in high places, if you know what I mean. She's also got ties to the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild. So basically, no one can touch her. Just remember, if she tells you to do something, you damn well better do exactly what she says.
Yeah, well. Anyway.
Be seeing you around.
Anyway. Oh yeah, I'm wearing the face mask. I should have just fucking did it. I'm gonna wait, like... They should be asleep by then, right? Couple hours. Stop it. I got a mod I need to fix for that, too. Okay. Okay, well. Problem one with a lot of energy drinks is I need to use the restroom. I'll be right. I forgot the light. Hold on. God, awkward. Who does that? Jeez. Sorry. Okay. Got that out of the way now, at least. Should be good. Lord, this eye itches. We're still in the right spot. Didn't bump anything, right? We're good. Everything's still going as far as that goes? Yes. Still streaming? Yes. Still being awkward? Yes. Is it still 3 o'clock? Yes. Okay. Bitches should be asleep by now. Come on. So it's probably just... I don't know. One of the... Whenever the tumbler is at that 12 o'clock position, that just seems like... like, man, your freaking lock is fucking easy as shit. Like, you need to change your lock. One shitty ass lock if it's right there. Seriously. It's like, what's your combination? 1. Okay. This time we're invisible. Oh, quest goal's up there. Here we go. She has really high detect. Be very, very quiet. Oh yeah, we're just planting something cool. Let's stolen. Garnet getting planted in there. Oh, bitch is awake. She's coughing. Fuck out of here. Cheese it, cheese it. No, we don't gotta cheese it. We're fine. Where's my armrest? God. Okay. Oh, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should move the keyboard. That might be a good idea. I'll think about moving my keyboard for the next stream. Alright. Now what do we gotta do? Put the bow away. Let's, we need to steal 500 gold here, too. And I don't like this pawn prawn guy. You what I would like to do is move... is it Belthor? Belthor. Over to this place. Like, he needs to move to Riften. And be my general store over here. What is this guy's name anyway? I don't remember. All I do know is I need to steal 500. Ooh, there's 400 value right there. Boom. Completed. Stole 500 gold. Well. Oh, you never fixed your poor pot that I broke. Dark leather backpack. I will be filling my, Actually, I think the next time I go to Solitude, I'll probably start that whole process as well. Just because I was playing with it a little bit. The Legacy of the Dragonborn, not gonna lie, that's a pretty cool DLC. Pretty cool mod. Not going to lie, it's definitely lived up to its name so far.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place.
Hey, man, play it cool. Me and Sapphire here playing it cool. What are you doing?
Look, I already said Shadra doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back.
I'm not on your back. I can be on your back if you'd like.
Look, I already said Shadra doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back.
Let's see, what are we doing?
It is our most favorite company.
Thank you for your hospitality. Why am I here? Oh, yep. So we're talking to Maven Blackbriar. Wow, say it 3 more times. Hi, Maven.
So you're the one. You don't look so impressive.
Oh. So I pull out my gun. Poor Argonian kid. This fucking kid. You're just gonna sleep on the floor with your eyes open. The unknown goddess. Hello. Hello, hello. How's it going? How goes it? Yes. Argonian child just laying on the ground instead of in the bed right over here. Going good. Well, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Just doing the Thieves Guild quest line a little bit. Hanging out. Let's see here. Unknown. Gonna take my mask off here a little bit. Where, oh where? Oh yeah, I wanted to change that too. That as well. You have a hotkey for it, man. There we go. Alright. Cinematic style of stuff.
Get off your lazy tail and take care of the customer.
So you're the one. You don't look so impressive.
I'm the best at what I do.
Is that confidence I hear? Or is it arrogance?
little
Strange how
both.
often they're confused. You have to understand, it's been a long time since Brynjolf sent me anyone I can rely on.
You have no faith in the guild?
Faith? I don't have faith in anyone. All I care about is cause and effect. Did the job get done and was it done correctly? There's no gray area.
You won't have that problem with me.
I hope not. This is an important job. I have a competitor called Hunningbrew Meadery that I want to put out of business. I also want to know how they managed to get the place up and running so quickly.
Where do I begin?
Head to the Bannered Mare in Whiterun and look for Malus Macius. He'll fill you in on all the details.
Alright. How did you become allied with the Thieves Guild?
The Blackbriar family has always been allied with the Guild. Our connections with the Empire and within Skyrim make for a perfect fit. I dare say the Guild owes its survival as much to my family as it does to its own people.
Who runs the show at Hunningbrew Meadery?
Some layabout named Sabjorn. Been a thorn in my side for the last few years now.
Bjorn seems like more than just friendly competition.
Not a day goes by that I don't regret letting Sabjorn get as far as he did. In only a few short years, he's taken that bile he calls mead to market and a chunk of my profits with it. I can't imagine where he found the gold to take it to market so quickly.
So get rid of him, he's no longer a threat.
Exactly. With Sabjorn in prison, his meadery will be forced to close. Then I swoop in and take over the place. No more competition.
Why strike now?
The Golden Glow estate job has undoubtedly interrupted the supply of honey I need to make my mead. Sabjorn could use this interruption to his advantage and collect a larger share of the market. I can't have that.
Oh, awesome. Sorry, I'm a new streamer, can't you tell? But thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. That's awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I'm a new streamer, obviously, as I already stated. And, yeah, just getting kind of started. Always wanted to do this stuff. It'd be fun. I always thought it'd be fun. Just kind of hang out. I play games all the time anyway, so I figured what's the difference between throwing a camera on and chatting with the occasional person who stops on by, wants to hang out for a bit. Yeah. Let me see here. Oh yeah, this guy. I don't know what that's about, that
Shouldn't you be
stupid
on your way to
Argonian guy who
Whiterun?
comes over here and just bugs me. Yes, I'm on the way to Whiterun. But yeah. So we are on the way to... Oh wait, did I finish those? Let's see here. Did the fishing job. Bill job. Bedlam job. Good. Okay. Let's head on over to there. Whiterun. And as such, if any of my sound stuff sounds a little off, just feel free to let me know. I'm pretty sure I have it pretty good. But you know, if something's too bright, too dark, too loud, too quiet, too annoying, too much rambling, just let me know.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you know, even if you are my elder.
You little brat. Even though you look like a little brat. Just kidding. Love kids. I have lots of kids. I have lots of kids.
Warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Let's see here. Oops, not sneaking.
Can't a man drink in peace?
Can.
Yes, Mom.
Maven said you're expecting me.
I'm gonna keep this short because we've got a lot to do. Haunting Brew's owner, Sabyarn, is about to hold a tasting for Whiterun's captain.
I wish I never had kids most
We're
days.
going to poison the mead.
For sure. I hear you there. Today especially. I was about 30 minutes late, even just doing this today, because I have 2 4-year-olds right now, because I've set of twins, and trying to get them to bed is always a chore and a half for sure. Yeah. So that's why I escape to this area and do that kind of stuff here, because I need the escape from reality. Your oldest daughters are twins. Awesome. Yeah, I have oddly enough, I have 2 sets of twins. So I have six kids altogether. 6 kids altogether.
You want a drink?
So I have
Now please, no more questions.
well, 3 had come with.
Can't a man drink in
I've raised them since they were 2, but they're 20 and 18 now, for the first 3. And then I have my own daughter, who's 13 or 14 as of January, and then my 2 4-year-olds. So, set of 18-year-old, 18-year-old twins that are boy-girl twins. Yeah, I wanted 4, but because we had twins, we have 5. Yep. Yep, I know what that's like all too well, as far as that stuff goes. Because, yeah, we were good for a bit, and then we're like, all right, 3 of them are moving out, they're 20 and 18. So we had the 14-year-old like, what's one more? What's one more? One more will be fine. And of course, it came out a set of twins.
Can't a man drink in peace?
Should have known.
I'm going to keep this short because we've got a lot to do. Haunting Brew's owner, Sabyarn, is about to hold a tasting for Whiterun's captain of the guard. And we're going to poison the mead.
We are going to poison the mead. Do you have the poison?
No, that's the beauty of the whole plan.
Oops.
We're
Bumped
going
mic,
to
sorry.
get Sabyarn to give it to us. The meadery has quite a pest problem, and the whole city knows about it. Pest poison and mead don't mix well. You know what I mean?
3 of mine are already out of the house. 1 is actually in boot camp right now. Awesome. Or was. Not sure if he is anymore. Yeah. Yeah, 2... yeah, when they start moving out, it gets hard to keep track of them. For sure. My oldest, he's living with his roommates. He's 20. He did not end up joining the military at all. Although I did always thought he would. And then the 18-year-old girl had she moved in with a friend as well. Just because, yeah, she was having an issue with mom, but but yeah. I mean, I moved out when I was 17, so it's like, whatever. Want to go do whatever, then just fine.
And lend poor old Sabyarn a helping hand. He's going to give you the poison to use on the pests, but you're also going to dump.
But yeah, definitely. When I was having all the kids when I was in my early 20s versus now when I'm 40. Very, very different experience as far as dealing with twins and stuff like that. I kind of kicked mine out once they became adults. I gave them all 7 months to find a place. Yeah, I'm definitely in that boat as well. Like, okay, I'm done. You're good. Time for you to fly. Like that's why I was joking with one of the 18-year-olds at first. Was I was like, hey, once you're 18, bye. Have fun. And but she took it literal, and she just said absolutely nothing to us, and then just like had moved out and was just gone that night. I was like, fine. And then she got rid of her phone and everything. It's like, whatever. Okay.
Remember, Sabjorn will be needing a helping hand.
So you think you're an adult, so have fun. Once they start getting too big for their britches a bit, it starts getting iffy. There's no guide to being parents. Jeez.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more.
Just stayed inside.
I want to run an inn someday.
Well met, traveler.
Yeah, we left the rooms open in case they need to come back or anything. I'm not having a 30-year-old living in my basement, living off me, for sure. I know. Like I'm fine with not charging them rent or anything, obviously, or any bills while they get to where they're going, while they get, you know, like I'd rather them save up and get ready to move out and be good. But if they ever have to move back, because I won't let them live on the street, of course. But, you know, I'd like, you know, they'd be like, okay, but you're paying bills. If you move back in, your ass is paying bills. You're getting a job. It'll be completely a different scenario then. Yeah, for sure. I don't. Yeah, no. I frankly don't know what I was thinking 4 years ago, kind of having the more kids sometimes, but I do love them so. But good Lord, it's a handful. It's a handful.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort.
Mine will never move back in. I'm a little more strict. Nice. Good. Good. I'm too much of a bleeding heart. I'm a doormat sometimes as far as that stuff goes. A little bit of a pushover. You know, the daughters all know that they can just, you know, look up and give me the puppy dog eyes and I'll be like, all right.
What are you gawking at? Can't you see I have problems here?
But yeah. But good. They need a good, you know, a push. Sometimes kids need a push. It helps them figure it out, for sure. And obviously, if you've been raising them that whole time like that, anyway, they know. They can't always come running to me when they get in trouble. They have to learn like I did. Exactly what I was kind of just saying there. It's like, you know, you've obviously probably taught them that their whole life. That, you know, hey, you need to handle your own shit. You need to learn from your own mistakes. It's time to fly. I'm gonna push you out the nest, and you ain't coming back.
Are you kidding me? Look at this place. I'm supposed to be holding a tasting of the new Hunting Brew Reserve for the captain of the guard. If he sees the meadery in this state, I'll be ruined. Oh, really? And I don't suppose you just do it out of the kindness of your heart, would you? I hope
gosh,
you're
I don't
not
want my
expecting
eye
to
itches
get
so
paid
much.
until the job's done.
Sorry. That's the only way I operate.
Well, that's not how I operate, so forget it.
Oh, jerk. Fine.
Okay. No need to make rash decisions.
That's right.
Here's half. You get the rest when the job's done. My only demand is that these vermin are permanently eliminated before my reputation is completely destroyed.
How do I permanently clear the vermin?
I bought some poison. I was going to have my lazy good-for-nothing assistant Malice handle it, but he seems to have vanished. If you plant this in the vermin's nest, it should stop them from ever coming back.
You've got a deal.
Don't come back until every one of those things are dead.
That's
Now I've got to clean up this mess.
I know, jeez. It's a meter and you got dead bodies everywhere.
Just unclear.
Oh. Gotta always steal a sweet roll. Alright. That's not picking up my... No, okay, good. Alright. I do have some lighting mods. It does make it a little darker. I hope it's not too dark. Usually I watch back the recordings. It looks actually usually a little lighter on your side. Whoops, missed that one. Okay. Jeez. Looks awfully dark. Try to get through this quickly. We can see what the hell's going on. Oh, oh. Spider. Lots of spiders. I got a couple mods that add some additional spawns and stuff too, so that way things are a little more difficult as well. And I'll eventually bump up the difficulty eventually if it seems like it's too easy. But yeah. Give me the mushrooms. Give me the mushrooms. Need those glowing shrooms. Actually, it's kind of also the lighting in the tunnel, so maybe I shouldn't take them all. Save it real quick. Whoa. What's going on? Alright. Wow, I hope you can see it because I can't. Oh, oh, see? Told you I couldn't see. Ouch. Come on, where are you? Oh, this is... Oof. Hold on. Save before this room, because this room can get ugly. Oop, missed. My brightness is turned all the way down, so I can't really see anyway. Yeah, well, sorry. That sucks. Once we get to the lighter area, might be able to see a bit better. Sneak increased. Alright. There's a guy in here that likes to nuke the crap out of me though, so let's see if we can just kill him. Not like that though. Not shooting over his damn shoulder. Oh god. No, don't miss again. Don't do it. Oh, good. Good, good, good. What you got? Got lots of stuff for me. The journal. What? Carrying too much to be able to run. Barn. Hate being weighed down. Let's see here. Oh, I probably don't need half of this crap. Well, I also might need to turn up my brightness, but I don't really want to wake up my husband. Yeah, that'd probably be for the best. It's always polite not to wake up the SO. Let's see. Drop off some stuff here. That should do it. Just drop that. Nice. Okay, getting skills left and right here. Alright. Spend our level up here. Stam. Let's see. I think sneak. No, not sneak. Get the archery up there a little more if we can. Yeah, let's get that. Zooming with bows slows time. Okay, where the hell am I? Alright. I guess it actually wouldn't matter. His face is in his pillow. Yeah. I I tend to sleep like a vampire, kind of. I'm usually on my back. And, oh, I'm going the wrong way. Usually on my back with my arms crossed across my chest. In a straight line. Coffin style. Kind of weird. If you couldn't tell a little bit. But, it's weird because I used to sleep like that. I used to sleep on my belly, face down, head in pillow. I'd even flip my pillow multiple times because you always have to lay on the cold side. But, yeah, I don't know. After I got older, I just stopped. Kind of weird. I'm out of the dark, getting out of the dark area anyway, so. Or at least the really dark area. He's a bed hog most of the time, but I'm also a blanket hog myself. Yeah, that's where I'm at right there at the blanket. I definitely don't hog the bed, but I have to be completely wrapped in a blanket, for sure. I don't know if I'm just cold-blooded or what, but I usually have to have, like I usually, nowadays I sleep with in a sleeping bag on top of my bed. Well, not my bed, my couch that I get to sleep in. Oop, broke the lockpick. Ooh. No, not the sweet roll. Always gotta steal a sweet roll. Just because the guards say so. Oh crap, am I going the wrong way again? I am. I'm going the wrong way. Get back in there. You poisoned the mead. Now he'll fail his inspection. Brouhaha. Let's see. Ah, now blindingly bright. Okay. Almost no middle ground. Alright.
I can't wait to see Sabjorn squirm.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't say that. He's right there. God.
Was something we discussed unclear?
The job's
Well,
finished.
it's about time. I had to stall the captain until you were finished.
What about my pay?
You'll just have to wait until after the captain's finished. I suppose you can wait around if you must.
Well, he usually sleeps with 2 blankets because I steal the one we share.
Well, Sabjorn.
Yeah, nice.
Care of your little pest problem.
Gotta stay warm.
How about I get a taste of some of your meat?
Help yourself, my lord. It's my finest brew yet. I call it Hunting Brew.
First time chatter, Nightcore. Hello, hello. How's it going?
Oh, come now. This is
You followed me
Some
a stream
wine
or 2
sipped and
ago.
savored.
Actually, if I'm not mistaken. How's it
But
going?
yes. What's in this?
We're just chilling and hanging out.
What's wrong?
You assured me this place was clean. I'll see to it that you remain in irons for the rest of your days.
And this guy's getting busted
Please,
here.
I don't understand.
Silence, idiot. I should have known better to trust this place after it's been riddled with filth.
I beg you, please. This is not what it seems.
Good. Just got done listening to a playlist of Korn songs. Nice. Korn is...
You're in charge here until
I used to listen to them a lot back in the day. Honestly, I don't know how he sleeps with 2 blankets. It's fucking hot in our room. Oh yeah, I guess it depends on where you live. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that definitely would affect how many, for sure. I know it's generally cold here in Washington where I live, so
Farewell, Sabjorn.
at least to me. I sleep well bundled. The bedroom usually does stay hotter though. But yeah, anyway, yeah. For sure. For sure. I always sleep with a thick blanket even in the summer. Yeah, like that's what I was saying earlier, is I generally sleep with a sleeping bag year round. And not just a lightweight sleeping bag either. It's a camping winterized sleeping bag. I don't know, my blood just doesn't flow. I think I need to get books.
So, Maven wants to hunt down Sabjorn's private partner, huh? You're welcome to take a look around Sabjorn's office. He keeps most of his papers stashed in his desk.
So my dad used to always complain about was that I'd be in a sleeping bag on my bed with the heat in the room at 75. Just still sleeping in there. I mean, there's like 6 inches of snow here, but our house, for some reason, it gets hot during winter, which I'm not complaining. That's good. I mean, as long as it gets nice and hot, then it's a well-insulated home for sure. So if there's definitely, if you live in a place where you get 6 inches of snow, then you definitely should be good as far as that goes. I'm adapted to the heat, but the cold and me don't even get along. Yeah, I don't do good with cold at all. I used to live in upstate New York, and we get 6 feet of snow overnight sometimes, which is crazy. And yeah, it's just completely different from where I live now, but not completely. But yeah, for sure.
Remember to put in a good word with Maven.
For sure. My dad was military, so moved all over the place. I live in Rhode Island and gets hella cold and hella hot. Does it? Does it get really hot up there too? It's
Brigands I can handle.
nice.
Just talk of dragons?
Well, nice, I guess. I don't like extremes. That's kind of why I like where I live now in Washington here, because it kind of stays like in the 70s and 65 to 75 range, which is usually pretty good as far as that goes. I don't mind the heat or cold; doesn't really bother me, so I'm fine with both. Well, perfect. Yeah. I have no I don't know, body fat, so I get cold goes straight to my bones and I just die. Heat, I'm fine. I'm fine with heat. But yeah. It's yeah. Where am I going? What was I doing? Yeah, I'm skinny as a twig. Unfortunately. I can't gain weight if I wanted to. And I want to, but I can't. I have no internet, so I'm using the Twitch app, and I safely say it's not as good as the Twitch website. Oh, for sure. I agree with you 100% there. I do not like the app. Very much. I prefer it much, much more on my computer. I'm a mod for another website too, and it's like incredibly hard. Not website, another streamer. It's incredibly hard to moderate, for sure, on the Twitch app, versus on a computer. What am I doing? Where am I going? Identify his silent partner. They really need to improve the Twitch app immediately. Darn right. I'm gonna write a letter. Very angry letter. Dear App Department. WTF. Sincerely, Dartanis. Where am I going? Oh, yeah, that's right. I picked up something. Because the Twitch app skips a lot. Yeah. Yeah, it does tend to have that problem. A bit. Oh my god, my daughter modded me in her stream after I told her not to, and I started to ban everyone until she finally unmodded me. Nice. That's how you do it. Yeah, the very first time he made me a moderator too on that stream, I didn't have any idea what I was doing, because I'm actually very relatively new to Twitch as well. I've only been on Twitch for since September, and I the second he made me moderator, I hit the shield icon, which didn't ban everyone, but it switched it to subscriber only chat and stuff, and just blocked everyone from talking. I basically just hit the red panic button the second I became a moderator. It was hilarious, embarrassing but hilarious. But I endure it sometimes. Good. The yeah, my internet might be a little bit wonky too. 2 streams ago, my Comcast had a weird issue where it was lagging and stuff. So, I have seen it go red a couple times. So I don't know if they have all their kinks worked out at the whatever they're doing. So yeah. Yeah, what does this quest say to do, though? That's weird. I've had multiple accounts for Twitch, but I either lost them or deleted them. But I finally decided to just stick and stay with this account. Yeah, I had a couple of different accounts as well. In fact, this gaming channel was going to be called Thieves Guild Gaming, which is the name of my YouTube channel that I was starting. But then once I like started talking to people in, like I would log into Twitch to kind of research people or like, you know, watch some Twitch streamers, and I did it under this account, and I was like, you know, I wouldn't want other people to be like, hey, it's Thieves Guild. Like that sounds stupid. That's retarded. So now I'm Dartanis from Thieves Guild Gaming. And I yeah. Same dude, this is the only one I've been able to use after I lost the other few. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely don't want too many accounts either. It gets kind of confusing to other people as well. It helps to like kind of, you know, people get to know you better if you stick to kind of one name and stuff too. Where? Why can't I figure this out? Identify the silent partner. Now that his position. Here, let me just disable those. Quest tracker, lead me to where I need to go. Okay. I just couldn't figure out what username to have or go by, and I decided to go with the one that everyone knows me by, or people I know. Yep, that's the way to do it. Go with what everyone knows. Mine's just, well, I've had mine for about 20 something years, this one here. So, and it's just one that I made up for Dungeons and Dragons, my Dungeons and Dragons character, which was a rogue, which is much like this rogue, who actually looks, whoops, not that, uh-oh, take that off. I swear I put that helmet there. I didn't. Darn it. I swear I hotkeyed that helmet. I simply wanted to show, which turned out to be a whole big ordeal, which shouldn't it be? That, it's just me. My characters always look like me. Although I usually make them more of a half-elf style, because I am slightly half-elf. Oh, you have to go to the second floor of the... That's right. Thank you. Thank you for getting me back on pace. I have to go to the I knew I was missing a damn step. I was like, where do I have to go? Why am I so lost? What is going on? Well, I also have to go by goddess in real life, and my friends and people I know have been calling me that since I was overseas. Hey. Alright. I mean, shit. Yeah. Go with it then. Like, totally.
That worked.
For sure. I mean, if that's what people know you by, and especially of such prestige, then for sure go buy it. Okay. There we go. There's our quest marker. Oops. Stole clothes I didn't need. There's the note. Now we can return to Riften. Did I? Oh, I don't get. Oop. Stay still, can. Okay. To Riften. To the Rift. Oh, wait. Nightcore. I guess it's a good thing I don't have children yet. Why is that? Did I miss something? No? guess it's a good thing you don't have children yet. Why not? Everyone else has kids. Nah, I love kids. I have quite a few of my own. And so does Goddess there. She also has quite a few of her own as well. But yeah, if you aren't ready for kids, and you recognize that, then yes, it is good that you probably don't have kids, actually. So yes, it is good, actually. Then. But this one kid who I knew, he wanted to know my name, but I wouldn't give it to him. And he called me the Unknown Goddess. And well, a couple hours later, he died, and I decided I would stick with the Unknown Goddess. Really? Wait. Really? Wow. Jeesh. Yeah, that would make me probably stick with a name too, like that as well. And it does sound cool, for sure. For sure, it does sound cool. No lying there. Because they can be annoying and aggravating at times. Yes. Yes. They can be very annoying and aggravating at times, for sure. Not gonna lie there. And plus, I ain't ready for the responsibility yet. Yeah. Yeah, I wish I had waited a bit longer for my first. Well, basically, like I was saying earlier, is the person I was with came with 3, and so I went from single bachelor to wife and 3 kids. So it was quite the switch. Although I was raised like family oriented, very much so, and I wanted kids already by that point anyway. And I raised those kids since they were, like I said, they were 2 and 4 when I met them, and they're 20 and 18 now. So it's quite a few years, and they call me dad, and their biological dad is the daddy with a name. He's the other guy, bio dad. And then my own daughter and 2 new kids are 2 4-year-olds now are they're precious. But they're buttheads and I spoil them too much. I'm waiting until I'm at least 26 to have children. Good. That's good. That's probably pretty good. I'd say make sure your life is kind of, you know, kind of in a good place before you start having kids, for sure. Like I was 22 when I moved in with had all them start or something like that, 22 or so. And it was, yeah. Yeah, it was chaos at that point. Me and my husband already had our stuff planned out since we were like 12. Nice. That right there is what I always wanted. Is I wanted to have someone I knew from childhood and get into a relationship with them and have them be, you know, the one kind of thing, and just be with each other forever kind of stuff. But it was obviously not in my cards as far as that went. The only thing we didn't plan was going to the military, but it all still worked out fine. That's great. I like to hear about that stuff because that's, like I said, that's what I always wanted. Still kind of would like to have had. But again, yeah, military brat growing up, so. Because that's how my parents were. My parents were similar. They met when they were in elementary school. And then, was it elementary? Elementary or middle school. And they grew up together, and they've been together since. And so that's why I fought so hard to stick with the person who I'm with now, or not with even now. And just, yeah. Anyway, I didn't want to go into all of that for that stuff. Right now I'm 20. Nice. Me and my husband are actually only a day apart, and we grew up with each other and have known each other our whole lives. See, exactly. That's the shit right there. That is the shit. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah. For sure. Enough said. Enough said. That's awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. I like hearing about stuff like that. Yeah. What am I doing? Where am I going? Oh yeah, that's right. I was seeing if there was any Whiterun additional jobs here. Real quick. Yes. Okay. The cover of darkness. Okay. Life can be hard, but it also builds you to be who you are. Yep, for sure. For sure. Definitely hear that. Yeah, since my parents were so together, I really didn't want to raise my kids in a separated household, so
You're not
I
supposed to be in here.
I'm not supposed to be in here. So I kind of tried to. We stay together for the kids, and it's not the best reason to stay together when it doesn't work. As we found out later, and then after my last set was born, yeah, we're finally calling it and such. Thus the reason I said I sleep on a couch earlier with my sleeping bag. So, yeah, meh. It is what it is, and eventually we'll figure something else out that's better. I don't really think about life as much, I just live it. Yeah, that's a good way of going about it too. I just can't turn my stupid brain off as far as that goes. Oh, I really went in one door and out the other and then stealthed around and how roguish of me. How roguish of me. Couple more things to steal. Oops, not that. One more. Oh, shit, she's right there. Redo our stealth. Oh, ow. Oh my god. They heard nothing. I mean, yeah, I have stuff to worry about, but I just don't really worry about it. You know? Yeah, I don't worry a lot either as far as like that kind of stuff goes, I think. And then, yeah, I'm not a worrywart or anything. I just, like I said, I take it as it comes as well. Especially if you knew if you knew the baby mama there, she she definitely worries about absolutely everything, and it gets pissed off that I don't worry more about shit. You can't choose who you want or need, just gotta let it come to you. Yep. Yep. I'm still waiting. Still kind of waiting for that to come to me. But it's all good. It is fine. I think I will rather just be single anyway for a bit, for quite some time, and just be with my kids, because I love my kids. And they are my life for now. Because after going through all the stuff I've gone through with this current relationship, I really don't even care to be in a relationship right now. Yeah. I'm going to figure out my life here real quick. Oh, yeah, that's right. Did I finish that job? Did that one? Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't do that one. We're not done yet. We are not done here.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
I love my kids, but they can all just fuck off. I hear you there. I do. Trust me, I completely understand that thing. Especially right now, and especially today, even. Especially today. Like, I love the crap out of my daughter, I love the crap out of my son, but today, get the fuck away from me. I just need a freaking break. Get off my case, kid. And I used to be a nervous wreck, but ROTC helped me be calm and collected. That's good. That's nice. I can never join the military, even though I was raised a military brat. Because of my my eye and ear. I guess so. My eyes are two different colors. And this eye is partially blind. And then I'm deaf in this ear. Despite they look like elf ears, they don't hear as well as an elf ears do. But yeah. So. Oh, did he catch me? Did he catch me? He didn't catch me.
Get away from me.
He's kind of mean. But yeah. I know it's hard to see, but yeah, my eyes are two different colors. I have a green eye and a hazel eye. What just happened to the light there? Weird. Where was I going? My friend had two different color eyes, but you couldn't tell the difference at all. Yeah, mine you can tell in a different lighting situation. For sure. Especially because my right eye, the pupil is slit, so it's like a cat's eye. So yeah, you can really tell mine are different. At least, which throws people off, and they tend to glance, notice something is wrong with my eyes, and then they just stop looking at me. And so, until I get to know them, and they're like, "Oh, hey, your eyes are different colors." I'm like, "Yeah." And then only one person has noticed that my ears were tipped. They're pointy. I noticed those were pointy before they noticed my eyes were different colors, which was funny. I just took a test a while ago for the Marine Corps and almost passed, but the math part messed me up. Yeah, math can be difficult for sure. The recruiter had called me when I was turned 18, and he's like, "Oh, so you ever thought about the military?" I'm like, "I'm blind in one eye and deaf in one ear. Good day, sir." That's how that conversation went. It was just over. It's like, oh, if this map would go away, why is this popping up? World map, thank you. I'm going to Riften. Going to Riften. For real this time.
my advice. Don't listen to that talk of the face sculptor down in the Ragged Flagon. Face butcher is more likely than what I've heard.
Okay.
You're a stranger here too, huh?
Let me see, where was I going now? Oh, let's talk to Maven real quick.
Fancy yourself the adventuring type, eh? It's just as well.
Ugh, excuse me.
If you've got the coin, you've
All right. Talk to Maven again.
You have good news for me?
Hey, Talon, get off your lazy tail and take care of the customer.
Keep your scales on.
I wanted to join the Marine Corps and took a test and did better than the people that just rushed it. Just took my time on it. Good. Perfect. Sorry, I heard the cat or something. It was weird. I wanted to join the Marine Corps and took a test and did better than most people that just rushed it. Took my time. That's good, though. I'm surprised my son got in the military with how fucking stupid he is. I mean, I love him though. Yes. You have to still love the dumb ones too. Definitely, I hear you there. I have my yeah. The oldest, yeah.
You
want a drink?
Yeah, no, he doesn't know I have this. He's not going to see the stream. But yeah, he's okay. He should have. I think he should have joined the military, but he's making a little bit not best life decisions at the moment as far as that stuff goes, and getting his life figured out. But he'll figure it out eventually. That's funny though. For sure. Job's finished. Here's the information you requested.
This doesn't tell me much. The only thing that could identify Sabjorn's partner is this odd little symbol.
Yes, I've seen that symbol before.
Well, whoever this mysterious marking represents, they'll regret starting a war with me. You should bring this information to the Thieves Guild immediately. There's also the matter of your payment. I believe you'll find this more than adequate for your services.
I used what my teachers kept telling me and not rushing myself because I learned I got nothing but time, and I even used a sheet of paper they gave me as help with the adding and stuff. Yeah, you can't rush those tests. You get really... What is going on? Why am I walking? But yeah, you can't rush the test. I have to take my time as well with those things. I overthink. If that much is not apparent by now, I overthink a lot. I'm just way down, that's why. But yeah. I'll be honest, I kind of got kicked from school, but somehow graduated. Hey, if it works, it works. I graduated with good grades. I was a slacker my senior year, for sure. I had tested out of most of my I took really easy classes to get all my credits. And then just kind of skied through my last year. Yeah, it scores you on how you do it. Yeah. I know absolutely nothing about the math test for that stuff. Oh gosh, sorry, something's in my ear driving me crazy. I was surprised. I was suspended from at least 7 different schools and still graduated. Wow. Impressive. on multiple levels. Getting suspended so many times and still graduating. Good job. On both accounts. Chaotic good right there. Chaotic good. Let me crawl my way to a vendor here to sell some stuff. I mean, I went to 7 schools too, but that was just because my dad moved around a lot. I was a different person every time I went somewhere.
Look, I already said Chandra doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back.
It is our most favored company. Let's sate that appetite, hmm?
Can I sell anything to you that would give my weight? I barely even graduated because I was lacking credits for 1 semester in math. So I did credit recovery and graduated on June 9th. Hey, it works. Yeah, my oldest kid, he did not graduate. He was going through summer school again, so he can get his last couple of credits because since he was a senior during COVID, that whole mess made him completely be a slacker and slack off at his homework, and so he totally didn't do anything proper with that. And so he was going to summer school, but then I think he even stopped doing that before he moved out with his friends. And then my yeah. And then me, I graduated. Okay. I learned nothing from going to school because I skipped classes and I had to learn everything on my own and from mistakes. That's what the school system, I don't like the school system anyway, as I was just kind of saying a little bit. It's just, you don't learn too much in school that's helpful in everyday life anyway. And people learn in different ways and stuff, and so if it's not effective, then it's not going to be effective for you to be there. So yeah, there's no real, like my 18-year-old kid, he has his knees, he's really, really tall, and he has a bone issue with his knees, and he like stood up and both of his knees dislocated, and so he had to have them both put back in into place, and he was out of school for about a month, and he had his iPad and he kept doing his homework and trying to get it, or trying to have the teacher send him stuff, and they weren't sending him anything. And then after a month of missing school, I was like, all right, you're gonna have a lot of stuff to catch up on. And he came home from school that first day. I was like, I have no homework, I have nothing to do. And I was like, you missed a month of school and you don't have homework, you don't have assignments, there was no in-class work. Like, what the fuck have you been doing in school for the last month? I don't know. I don't like school systems nowadays, frankly, at all. But anyway, I learned nothing from going to school because I only skipped class until my teachers put me back on the right path. It's good if you get back on the right path for sure. Well, schools back then didn't really give a shit. Yeah, I don't think schools ever give a shit, frankly. My school, let's see. I guess I'm a bit older, but yeah, no. Like, I was the quiet kid that sat in the back of class and everyone just caused chaos, and I was just like, whatever, I just want to get the grade and get over and get done with this and get the hell out of here. Actually, my 20-year-old had a really good class in high school, which was like, I forget what it was called, but I think it was called Life Skills or something, and they taught you about 401ks, they taught you about mortgages, they taught you about taxes, and like actual stuff that an adult needs to know. And that would have been that. I was like, if you pay attention to no other class, pay attention to this class. That will help you more than anything else. Anything else that you can do. It was a class given to him during his senior year. He failed it, but I at least told him
Doors over there.
Because, you know, don't listen to dad, because dads are, you know. It's like, God damn it, kid.
It's you again. What in blazes? Drink for the thirsty.
That class is a really good idea.
Hungry.
Yeah, sell some stuff if I can. I don't think there was anything I could sell that was enough to get my weight down so I can move fast enough again.
Doors over there. Why don't you use it?
Okay. You mean economics? No, his class was actually called like life skills. It wasn't just an economics class, because it also talked about other stuff as far as not just like math and economics stuff. At least they didn't call it that. Maybe it was just economics class. They just named it something different so that way kids weren't like, I'm not going to economics class. Maybe it was just life skills class or economics class. Maybe it was. Maybe they just renamed it and fooled me even. I was the loud, annoying troublemaker of the class. I pranked teachers, the kids, and I used to get in a lot of fights and beat the shit out of people because, but only because they were picking on me. Well, hey, if they're picking on you, they fucking deserved it, right? For sure. That's what my daughter, she got detention for, what'd she do? She got detention for yelling at one of the kids in class, and she said that is because he kept like taking pictures of her at the other side of the room, and the teachers weren't doing anything about it. And I was like, well, next time he takes a picture of you, go over to him and grab his phone and smash it or throw it across the room. Because I'm like, first step, tell a teacher. If teacher does nothing, grab the phone and throw it across the room or smash it. And because the teacher didn't help you. Like, I'd rather you stand up for yourself and get in trouble for smashing a phone than sorry, I lost my train of thought with where I was going with that. Anyway, life skills is another word for economics. Okay, yeah, so maybe it was just life skills class. Then, the only time I beat someone up out of anger was the principal. He was just fucking ugly and annoying. You beat up the principal. Didn't like him at all, and he was just too cocky. The principals are fucking cocky as shit, for sure. They're definitely cocky as crap. Not gonna lie there. I totally have met, and it gets worse as they get older too. I've been to houses of the deans of colleges and shit, like the fucking, it's a dean, right? The head of a college is a dean. Yeah, they are the biggest, most cockiest sons of bitches I've ever met in my life. Then getting bullied and taken advantage of. Yes, that was, yes, probably the end of my sentence, is what you're trying to say. Then getting bullied and taken advantage of, for sure. For sure. Sorry, I'm crawling to the vendor. My school was chill as fuck, and they helped out a lot. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I always have to take what my daughter says with a grain of salt, because she likes to elaborate or inflate the truth a bit. I was fine with him yelling at me. I didn't really care until he got in my face and I broke his nose and made him lose 3 teeth and broke his finger because he poked me in the chest. What the fuck is he even doing that to a kid anyway? Like, seriously, I mean, yeah. Asshole deserved it. You have to be able to de-escalate a situation. You can't just keep escalating a situation. Even if a kid gets pissed off and like does the first swing, even you still need to be the adult and the clear thinker of the situation anyway. Yeah, so. Yeah, asshole deserved it. You probably learned from it. Well, it wasn't really illegal to beat children back then or touch them. Yeah, that's true. It's probably true as well. Yeah, that's probably a good point. They definitely frown on that quite a bit more nowadays.
In my potions and ingredients.
I keep finding why I never stood up for myself. I'm a kind and soft-spoken person. I didn't really care about what they was doing. Yeah, I'm kind of similar that way. I definitely don't tend to stand up for myself when I should. Yeah, thus being in, well, being where I'm at now.
Protect yourself or deal some damage.
I would like to sell stuff so I can walk again. That would be great. That should do it. I mean, if you even just look at a kid, you'll go to jail for being a pervert or a creep. For sure. People are, oof. I'm scared of that shit nowadays. For sure. It is, oof, it's scary. I don't know what I was thinking having kids sometimes. Ah. Yeah. Is that enough so I can walk yet? Good lord, how did I pick up so much additional shit? Ranger boots, get rid of those. Mercenary gauntlets. Oh my god. Okay. I need to, well, first off, my dumbass is buying instead of selling, so I'm increasing my weight instead of decreasing my weight. I have to actually use the restroom again, even though I said I wasn't going to have to. So I'll be right back. I don't have a cool, fancy little be right back screen. I'm just going to drink too many of these energy drinks, and I need to do that so my brain will function. I'll be right back. Okay, good lord. Alright. That's better. So note to self, no 2 energy drinks during stream, otherwise, yeah, that's just not gonna always work. Okay, let me catch back up. Mom knows if I have a reason to beat someone senseless, they'll know not to mess with me because I get aggressive. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I definitely have taught my kids always to stand up for themselves. If someone pushes you around, don't be the person who throws the first punch, but be the person who throws the last punch. Kind of mentality as far as that goes. Don't start the fight, but end the fight kind of deal. For sure. Now let me fix my stupidity mistake here. In fact, fuck it. I guess I have plenty of money. Can't believe I was buying shit instead of selling it. Dumbass. Okay. Sell the studded armor and the ranger boots and the light painted shield. Sell those imperial boots. Sell the dwarven buckler. Nah, just sell this crap. God.
Aye.
Okay. Yay, I can run again. Alright. We can move. Well, now I can't beat people up because now I black out when I get too angry and might kill someone. But that's because of my PTSD. Yeah, that'll do it. I definitely know about dealing with PTSD and getting angry from the person I'm with. Not myself, but that's what she deals with all the time. And yeah, she definitely will. She blacks out and gets, at the drop of a hat, freaks out and will. Not that she's hit anyone at least, but she'll definitely
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
just say everything under the sun to knock you into the dirt. Well, I can beat people up, but I just have to be careful. Yeah, make sure there's no cameras. Make sure no one sees you.
I don't care if you're best buddies with the guildmaster.
And a
I'll
little
still
restraint,
smash
of
your
course.
skull if you try anything.
Fight Club style it.
The last person that made trouble for
And have at
Vandal
least
ended
7
up
friends
floating
there
in
to
a
stop
canal,
me. Yeah,
which might
exactly.
drift.
As long as you have some form of control, whether your own or accessories. Or someone to help clean up if you accidentally do go too far.
Maul? Yeah. That jerk works for Maven Blackbriar now. Left me down here watching this garbage heap. I guess he's better at all that talking stuff anyway. I just mess everything up.
Okay.
Until next time.
Oh. I actually...
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? Don't look like much to me.
They won't let me go too far, they never have. That's good. Those are good friends then. Good friends to have then. Don't bother with that.
Until next time.
Steal anything worth talking about?
Get back to where I'm sitting back here.
I suppose you want your share now. Here you go. First you take the job, now you don't even want it? Wish you'd make up your mind.
What? I didn't quit any job, you jerk.
Come on, take it. So, feeling loose?
I don't have
How
any
about you run a
friends
job?
where I am, so I don't really have no one to hold me back. Yeah, I hear you there.
Amazing what people
I
leave laying around
used to have
for us
friends
take,
in high school and stuff, but then we all fell apart as far as that went, and then yeah, I never really... I had some work friends, and now my job is I just drive around all day by myself, so I really don't have any friends
I guess you'll need your
or people
coin
to
then.
talk to. Thus, the reason I started wanting to do this. That way I can, on the occasion, well, talk to people.
Hey, I still have plenty of work to do here.
My high school friends are either dead or out of the country. Jeez. And that sucks. Yeah, mine just were assholes, and I didn't have many to begin with. I had 3 high school friends. We were in a band together and did the whole band breakup thing because we were dorks. And when I met baby mama, like I said, early 20s, and then they made it so it was really easy for them to just be like, well, we don't want you with 3 kids hanging out with us, so never... Yeah, they all just stopped talking to me.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
Not really. Less problems to deal with and less stress. It is. It really is having less friends to talk to. I like to vent, though, if that has not become apparent. I do vent a little bit when I talk. But it is less stress, though, for sure. Friend upkeep is one of the fucking hardest things to do, especially if you have a bunch of drama-y kind of people. If they tend to be drama, which, yeah, friends are definitely drama. Ugh.
Huh. I suppose I can work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always choose
Get
the
away
finest
from me,
blade.
woman. What was I doing? Returning to Delvin.
Oh, you're back. I can pat you on the back all day, but coin's coin, right? What's the matter? Still have quite a good bit of jobs available, if you're looking for some extra coin. This kind of work suits you, and it's going to end up making you rich.
But the friends I have now are the friends I served with or met when I arrested them. Nice. That's one way of doing it.
Can I give you a little tip? Got lots of jobs available.
Usually the people you go through things with usually tend to be better friends than just friends that you had the same class with. At least would like to think.
I handle the fishing, numbers, and bedlam jobs. The ones with a more personal touch. If break-ins are more your thing, go talk to them. There are all sorts of people wandering around carrying their valuables on their person, just waiting for someone like you to pick their pocket. So, you in for a little fishing? Good. Here's your assignment.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
Pull up a seat. Have a drink.
Honestly, I never knew any of my classmates besides obviously my husband and my best friend. Yeah, for sure. I agree with with like my personal life stuff too. Yeah, I didn't like I said, I kept my head down and I didn't talk to anyone in my class. The only people I ended up talking to in there was just random, like if I had a project with someone. Actually, I only met one friend and then I linked up with two of his friends is how it was. And so that's how I met the other two of my 3 total friends from high school. Was I made one friend, and then that was it.
I always have bedlam jobs. Just remember to hit them fast and don't let them
Friends from school will easily backstab you at any chance. Yep. Speak from experience there for sure. Not backstab, I guess. They just drop me like a hat, though. I never spoke to any of my classmates. I hated them all equally. Yeah, every one that I was at school with just seemed so stupid to me. I was like, I don't want to really know any of you or talk to any of you. And even the friends that I had made, I never really wanted, like
I don't care if you're best
I was
buddies
like,
with the
still like,
Guildmaster.
I wanted to still just do my own thing. It's like I didn't want to really hang out. Just kind of going through the motions kind of thing.
If you're looking for extra work, talk to Vex or Delvin. They'll fix you up.
I hate them all equally. It would annoy the teacher though, especially for group projects. Yeah. Yeah, I bet. I'm totally a loner as well, so I can't stand egotistical people. For sure. Agree. I try to remain neutral myself. I worked by myself or with my husband. That's a great way of doing it. For sure. Like I said before, I would fucking have loved to met someone and be my player 2 at all times for everything that life has to throw at us. What am I doing? Oh, I didn't. Whoops. forgot to talk to Brynjolf down here. Do. Where is he? Back here.
Word on the street is that poor Sabjorn has found himself in Whiterun's prison. How unfortunate for him.
Yet very fortunate for Maven.
Exactly. Now you're beginning to see how our little system works. Maven sent word that you discovered something else while you were out there. Something important to the guild?
The same symbol from Golden Glow was involved.
And this is beyond coincidence. First Arangoth, and now Sabjorn. Someone's trying to take us down by driving a wedge between Maven and the guild.
I remember my teacher grabbing the ruler because I wouldn't work, and she smacked my fingers, and I remember grabbing the ruler, breaking it, and then I woke up in the hospital. But she was still alive, so I didn't kill her. Well, jeez. Jeez. I can't even make an simile with that. Too bad, you know, video recording and stuff wasn't there back then. That'd been, that'd have gotten you some views on YouTube and shit. You'd have gone viral with that. Is there anything we can do?
Mercer thinks he knows a way to identify this new thorn in our side. He wants to meet with you right away. And if I were you, I'd hurry. I've never seen him this angry before.
But I was told that the 8 boys in my class and 3 officers had trouble getting me off of her. Yeah, when adrenaline starts pumping and shit, for sure. I've definitely seen. If you have the drive to do it, it's gonna take a truck to stop you. For sure. Most angry people, for sure. I've thought about doing that, but didn't. Yeah, there's certainly people I wouldn't mind beating the crap out of, but yeah. That's just what I yeah, I don't have an assembly for that either. I failed. My brain's getting tired. Like I said at the start of the stream, I've only had actually 3 hours of sleep last night, which is why I'm having energy drinks to try to keep me awake, just in case. Because the stream previous to this, I started falling asleep during it. So, sorry if I'm a little tired. Hopefully, I don't think I'm. Yeah, I'm random. I know. I'm gonna shut up now. And just drink more energy drink, of course. What was it doing? What are we doing now? Speak to Mercer. God blessed. Blessed. I have no problem beating the shit out of someone. My husband has a problem with me doing it, though. He usually gets called to the scene. Yeah, that can happen. Usually people are 2 sides of the coin in most relationships I've found. So usually if one is if one's hot, one's cold. If one's pissed, one's not. I have stored rage that I never let out in case I need to use it. Yep. Yep. I agree with that sentiment entirely. I'll probably eventually be on the news because I killed everyone. Not really, I wouldn't actually. At least not my family. or anyone. This is recorded, so I guess I should really watch what I say as far as that stuff goes. Oh, jeez. I'm tired. Don't take that with it. Nothing. I said nothing. Nothing. Ugh.
So you're the one everyone's falling over.
I barely have any rage stored. I gotta learn not to give a shit anymore. Yeah, the amount of pistivity that I store has gone down over time. I've definitely, that's thus the reason me and the baby mama are breaking up. It's because I just can't take shit anymore.
There you
I used to have a shit ton of patience, an amazing amount of patience, but it's going away for sure. Yeah.
It would seem our adversary is attempting to
take it with a grain of salt.
Indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar. Very clever.
Yeah, agree. You admire them.
They're well funded, and they've been able to avoid identification for years. I'm impressed it reached this point. Just don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis is going to pay dearly.
How can we make them pay?
Because even after all their posturing and planning, they've made a mistake. The parchment you recovered mentions a Godja lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of our contacts. His real name is Gullum Eye. Slimy bastard.
Where do I begin?
Gullum Eye is our inside man at the East Empire.
Got this mod that adds all the additional stuff, but they really should have taken into consideration that when I'm looking at him, I'd be looking at him through a piece of wood.
Get out there, shake him down, and see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjolf before you leave if you have any questions.
Okay. Talk to Fish Smell.
I can't believe Gullum Eye's mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands. Don't get me wrong, he could scam a beggar out of his last septim, but he's no mastermind.
Think he'll give me trouble?
Trouble? Huh. He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You have your work cut out for you.
How do I get him to talk?
You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gullum Eye, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage.
Betrayal or not, I'll let him live.
I'm glad to see you're
Or
embracing our
thieves.
methods. It would be a waste to lose a contact at the East Empire Company before we had the entire story. Just keep on Gullum Eye's tail, and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot.
Think he'll give me trouble?
There are thieves, and then there is Gullum Eye. No honor, no code at all. He'd shake your hand and stab you in the back at the same time. The cut he's supposed to provide the guild has dwindled as of late. He says pickings in the warehouse are slim, but I'm certain he's lying. Keep your eyes on him. He's quite crafty.
How is Gullum Eye an asset to the guild?
Gullum Eye works in the East Empire Company warehouse. He helps maintain all of the shipments of goods that goes in and out of Solitude. That means he has the pick of the litter from some of the finest goods to grace Skyrim's shores. He isn't exactly in the guild, but he pays us a cut of all the stuff he lifts from the warehouse.
Good
Just
information
head right
with
back
that.
to the guild and get the information to Mercer. Nothing else is more important. If you discover Gollum Eye's holding out on us and has more loot stashed away than he claims, we'd find that information quite valuable as well.
Okay, that's enough information.
Good luck in solitude. Keep Gollum Eye alive, but remind him who we are.
Yes, yes,
You
yes.
have questions?
I'm just trying. Far too much stuff. I need to disenchant some stuff here. What happened? Hello? Okay. Where am I going? Alright. I wanted to go find it. Table to disenchant some stuff at. Lighten my load a little bit.
Have our scouts come up with any information on these reports of dragons?
Yes, my lady. That unpleasantness had held supposedly involved
Okay. Wow, I have a lot of crap to DE. Jesus criminy.
I want you to speak to the city guard. Make sure it's a contingency plan. And falls under attack.
Not that though. Want that for the museum later. That, and that. Ooh, not those though. That for sure. Yeah, generic Novus hoods I can get rid of, that's fine. Ring of Illusion, yeah, that's fine. There we go. Enchanted skill up there. I can't remember the last time I beat the shit out of someone was. It was either my daughter's ex-husband or that city dude that walked in the wrong place at the time. Jeez. Must live a very, very interesting life. I'm sitting here, I think I punched someone once. And it was my best friend. He just
looking to stay alive.
He just kept using, because like I said, I'm partially blind in my right eye, so he kept saying I didn't, and he knew I was deaf in one ear, so he would use that as a sense to say that I didn't know what I just heard or saw. So he would say, "You're blind, remember, you didn't see that. You're deaf, remember, you didn't hear that." I kept saying that, and it eventually got under my skin, and I punched him in his jaw. But that was it. Like, it was just that. And then he got in my face, and then we backed off. And then the only other time I freaked out at someone was this kid in school. He almost stabbed me in the eye, in my good eye, with a pencil, because he was fucking around. And I grabbed him by the neck and threw him onto the floor, because I was like, I just held him there with my hands around his throat, and I was like, I can only see out of one of my fucking eyes, you asshole. Those are like the 2 times my entire life I've even ever gotten to that point where I would actually have tried to beat someone up. So yeah, you live in a completely different world than me. I've beat the shit out of a lot of people. It sounds like it. I believe you. I believe you. Cut from a different cloth indeed. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going up to... Oh, that's right, I was making sure I'm de-eat enough stuff. Actually, we're going to Solitude. Let's just go to Solitude.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals.
Wait, I've been to Solitude. I don't need to take a carriage. I've been to Solitude.
Hey.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed.
Okay.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit.
She needs something.
Yes?
Have my mother's looks with the temper of my dad.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon.
Well,
One of those horrors comes here. It'll be ridiculous.
yeah, I can't really say who I have the looks and temper of. Well, no, I got the temper of my dad.
Good day.
But I have my dad's looks too. I have my mom's calm demeanor though, for sure. Well, I guess that's kind of a contradiction in terms, isn't it then? I don't know. I'm just weird. Well, I have my mom's caring attitude towards children. How about that? And then my dad's probably cold-heartedness at times.
I'm sorry.
Kind of weird.
Can I help you? The museum is currently closed until further notice.
Is there something I can do to help?
Well, you do look the adventuring sort. Perhaps you can. You see, we are in need of a vast array of relics to display here at the museum. And I'm afraid that the mercenaries and treasure hunters I've hired thus far have proven to be more trouble than they are worth.
Perhaps I can give you a chance, however. If you can bring me a few artifacts I'm looking for, I'll pay you for them. If you prove to be successful at retrieving these relics for me,
Well, I
perhaps we
guess
can
I kind of
discuss
had
some
both of my
other
parents' looks
opportunities
because I
available for you.
was also a twin. I had a twin brother. Awesome. Nice. Twins everywhere. Twins obviously ran in your family then, huh? That's the reason you had some. Or one. A set of twins. But I had most of my mom's looks. Yeah. Nice. Nice, nice. Yeah, being a twin's pretty cool. Twins didn't run in my family until now. Because the baby mama's grandma was a twin. And then obviously, now I've had my own set of twins in my family. We'll get on that.
Excellent. Well, first and foremost, I'd like to get my hands on one of the 6th House Bellhammers of the House of Dagoth. They have become increasingly
But I definitely look a lot like my dad.
One apparently was stolen
for
recently
sure.
by some bandits, apparently held up in Broken Helm Hollow.
Another item was stolen from a local collector by the Silent Moon bandits. The item is known as Denstagma's Ring. It's likely still in the hideout west of Whiterun, if they haven't fenced it yet, that is. And lastly, a small shipment of Arkaviri relics is on its way across Skyrim, bound for Markarth. Amongst the items were some jade carvings. The caravan, however, was attacked by Forsworn, and it's likely they may be in possession of some of the relics. Find what you can, and I'll pay
My
you well.
dad was an identical twin, and my mom also had a twin brother. Wow. Wow. That is extreme. That's a lot of twins there. Good lord. Twin. I think I might have been afraid of having kids if I had that many twins known in my family. At least until I was ready to have, like, just, okay, we're gonna have kids. Let's just plan for twins. Let's just already make the rooms twins as far as that stuff goes. Good lord. Wow. That's crazy.
The Imperial.
What are we doing? We're here.
Those are good for business, and business is good for Skyrim.
You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do.
So exciting when new folk come into town. I bet you've had plenty of adventures.
Arms and armor, forged by a master craftsman.
Oh my god, twins would be a nightmare. It can be, yeah. For sure. My actually my last set of twins was almost going to be triplets. Almost. She ended up she was well, I guess I won't get too into detail with that stuff. Just one of the eggs split into identical set, and then we had a fraternal set of twins in there, so there's going to be one of the identicals didn't catch. So it caused all kinds of complications during the pregnancy, so it was awful. But yeah, the last set was actually almost triplets. It was going to be we can barely handle the twins now at our age. So if it was triplets, I probably wouldn't be here right now. It probably would have been the death of me. Not me. I only had one pair of twins, and they're identical yet easily to tell apart. That's good that you can tell them apart, even though they're identical. I know an identical twin, and I kept getting them mixed up. Yeah. Identical twins would pretty crazy. I'm glad both of my sets of twins were fraternal. And boy-girl even, so they're really easy to tell apart. And they look very, very different, incredibly different. Yeah. Where am I going? Oh, that's right. We are talking to this guy.
Stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
So, what do we have here?
Weird.
Let me guess. By your scent, I'd say you were from the guild. But that can't be true, because I told Mercer I wouldn't deal with them anymore.
I'm here about Golden Glow Estate.
I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person.
You can drop the act now, guy.
Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies.
Golemai.
I'm sorry to say I know very little about that. Bee farm, was it?
You acted as a broker for its new owner.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle.
Identify the buyer and we'll forget what we know.
I don't care what you promise. If I tell you the buyer's name and word gets around, it can ruin me.
I know. I probably have to bribe you off, but let me try other ways.
Hasn't Mercer Frey taught you? You killed
Yeah,
me,
I wouldn't actually kill you. Fine, I'll bribe you.
Well, now that you I have
Oh, that's right. He just wants you to pick up some wine anyway.
It just so happens to be a single case in the Blue Palace.
Small.
Bring it to me, and we'll talk about
I can only tell them apart because... well, I know them. And because one has tattoos all over her body, and the other one doesn't. Well, she has a sleeve on her left arm. That's probably how I would go about it, too. If I had a twin, I'd try to figure out some distinct way, especially identical twin. I'd make sure some distinct way that we're definitely identifiable separately. For sure. and one is married, the other isn't. Well, each their own, as far as that. They'll get there. Another easy way to being able to tell, especially since they're identifiable as well. And there's no way they can do that whole wife mix-up thing with the that's not appropriate, probably. If I had a twin, I wouldn't be here right now. Oh yeah? You wouldn't be here? Why is that?
I once captained a
Stoke the
ship called
fire.
the Argent
Take a
Raptor.
seat and get the cold
She
out.
struck an iceberg and went down just north of Windhelm.
Excuse me.
Ah, I see you have the wine. Hand it over, and we'll talk.
I have the wine.
Good. Can't have the buyer getting impatient and looking elsewhere for this, can we? Here, take this.
Yeah, I
certainly
can't handle
use it,
twins when they
but I
are
suppose I
mad.
could give something for
It'll
the goods.
result in my death. Yeah. Oh, if you had twin kids. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like if you had a twin, like brother or sister, you wouldn't be here right now. That's what I thought you meant at first. Sorry. I'm tired. But yeah. Oh, believe me. To add to the difficulty of my last set of twins, one is autistic. And so it's, yeah, like I said, it's been very, very difficult as far as that goes, for sure. Like, I would have been much better off dealing with a single autistic child versus having both at the same time. It's been very, very trying as far as that goes, because one, the autistic son, will get very upset and angry, and that makes my twin daughter
Until next time.
very she freaks out because he's freaking out, and so they both just scream at the top of their lungs, and it's just awful. Me and my husband probably would be where we are if my twin brother was around. Me and my brother would more than likely would be in another state living next to each other. Yeah, that'd be great. I wish I lived closer to my brother. He moved down to Arizona to get away from everybody, kinda. Yeah. Well, he went down there for college to become a masseuse or whatever, even though he sells watches now. But yeah, I would prefer my brother to move up here. In fact, I need to give him the this information so he can actually start seeing my streams a little bit too. Actually, you meant both of them. Oh yeah, so, yeah, both would be quite chaotic, and as I just previously stated, twins are a handful and a half. You do have to have a lot of patience.
Ah, I see you have the wine. Hand it. Good. Can't have the buyer getting impatient and looking elsewhere for this, can we? Here, take this. I certainly can't use it. Not at all. I consider it an investment. As far as Golden Glow Estate goes, I'll tell you what I know. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face.
My brother
said all
was
I had to do was
KIA
pay out
18 years ago. I obviously haven't
brought
seen
in the
him
coin
since.
and walked away with
Eesh.
her copy of the deed.
Sorry to hear that. That sucks. I'm sorry.
tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand.
Oof.
However, I did notice she was quite angry. It was being directed at Mercer Frey.
We're 17 years into it. Great, 18. Yeah. It's always gonna feel longer, probably. Over shorter for sure. And I don't have that much patience. Yeah. I oddly have a lot of patience. I don't know why. That's it. No name or anything.
In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry. Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way.
Well.
Our business has concluded and you're standing in my way.
I'm not standing in your way.
Being old's not so bad.
Oh,
Daughter keeps me fed, and my working days are done.
Ow.
Wiggins, I can handle.
God, I should have waited till daylight to do this quest. I mean, I don't care as much anymore. I learned to move on and live my own life. What he probably would want me to do anyways, for sure. But I do at least have a nephew that looks and acts like him, thankfully. That's nice. That's really nice. Boy, does he act like him. Good. That's a constant reminder of, you know, who he was and everything. That's more than you can hope for right there. For sure. Ow.
My father was all the family I ever had. I felt so lost when he died. But the crew of the Red Wave's my family now.
You don't see me hiding. At least it's starting to get daylight or something. Like lit up when I got out here. It's not really daylight. Forgot this quest was kind of boring. Shit, speaking of which, I forgot to call him tonight. I'll probably see him in the morning. He skips school on Tuesdays anyways. Runs in the family. Even extended family.
I trust you aren't considering any thievery.
I never call anyone. Keep to myself. Personally.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready. Wiggins I can handle. But this talk of dragons, World's gone mad, I say.
Oh. I think after this quest gets completed here, I'll probably call it for the night. Do have work in the morning. But this quest still has a little bit of time, so definitely getting late for me, being past midnight here. Oh yeah. Oh shit, that's right, these guards can see me. Fuck. Forget the alternate way to go. Ah, yes, up there, that's right.
Is someone there?
1 second. Let me sneak away from here. Oh, shit.
I know I heard
I
something.
don't think I've ever gone up here for this quest.
I was sure I heard something.
This is a great spot. Yeah, he only skips school on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and that's because he has gym those days, which you don't understand why he doesn't just skip that class. But I'm not his mom, so I don't care. Yeah. Not my monkeys, not my circus kind of deal. For sure. Although my daughter prefers to go to school on gym days. I don't know, she likes gym. But to each his own. Or their own there. Which is weird, out of my 6 kids, none of them are very athletic though. None of them did. They always tried sports but didn't like follow through or do much of them. Oops. He just comes to my house because I let him and because I'm a cool aunt. Hell yeah. It's always nice to be the cool aunt or uncle. My sister gets to be the cool aunt as well. Since my brother lives in Arizona. I stayed in shape because of all the running from the law I did when I was a kid, and when the military also kept me in shape. Yeah, nice. Whatever works. Okay. Oh, I trip a trap. Man, I'm not supposed to trip traps. I am Dartanis Master Thief. Cannot trip traps. Oh yeah, I remember dying several times here.
Someone there?
Oh, missed. That's not good. Okay. Nothing of interest. Lockpick, arrows. Speaking of arrows, let's make sure we're using not shitty arrows. Yeah, we'll use those for now. There was an alternate path around here somewhere. I didn't kill him. Also, I kept myself in shape. I built my own gym and usually work Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I jog miles on Monday and Fridays. I work out, yeah. Nice. Yeah, I always plan on working out because I want to put on some muscle. But I don't. It's just, I just can't get the drive to ever do it. I would like to get a workout buddy at some point and just have someone else give me some motivation to really dig in and do that stuff. And since I have a really, really fast metabolism, I weigh the same I did in high school anyway. So it's not like I'm fighting anything. I just kind of want to put a little bit of meat on the arms a bit at least. But yeah, I want to build it. I would love to build a gym at my garage and stuff like that. That'd be great. Always wanted to do that. Unfortunately, my garage is filled with birthday and Christmas presents. Because we spoiled our kids, and then they didn't want half of it, and it just went into the garage. And I also like the challenge. I like the challenge. My bull, I like running from him. Really gets you going. Also like the challenge. I like running from him. Really gets you going. Am I reading that right? Nice. I don't think I quite understand the sentence, but I'm tired, sorry. Bulldog. Got it. Sorry. Like I said, I'm tired. I get it now. I'm like, you don't own a bull? Ugh, God. Like I said, this... I'm definitely getting too tired for this. Can't read and comprehend at the same time anymore. Sorry. Oh man, I'm dumb. Oh shit. Here it goes. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, you don't like that arrow to the face? Oh, what? Okay. Do. Good stuff. Do I have a pickaxe? I'm gonna grab it. No, I belong my bowl. You have a bowl? You challenge him. Like Toro style? Like a bull? Oh. Nice. Fuck. Jesus, you live a adrenaline-filled life. Yeah, sorry, I got you now. I said I'm tired. I should have just read what read what you wrote. Should have just read what you wrote. I'm sorry. Man, I cannot see these people I'm supposed to be shooting in the face. I hear that's very bad for my health. Oh my god, he's right there. One in the face. Oh, you have a helmet on. I hate it when you wear a helmet. Stop wearing a helmet. Ooh. Was that... I was actually curious about that tink there. Is that... If that's too loud, let me know. Let me find a way to make that... That noise was added in a mod, and I don't think it's on the same sound thing as the rest. I was kind of nervous about that tinking noise when I do a headshot on someone that has a helmet. Let me get rid of this. Oh, over your head.
Is someone there? Victory is yours. I submit.
Oh, you submit. No, you don't. Save. Talking to him.
Now there's no need to do anything rash. This isn't as bad as it seems. I was gonna tell Mercer about everything, honestly. Please, you'll have
Believe me, I'm the most dangerous person you'll meet, and not because I'm tough or anything, but because I like danger. It's a habit I like to put myself in. Hey, like I said, I think a couple times at least, to each their own. I live a very calm life, I try to. But you'll probably live 10 times more than I ever will. Exactly. But you have fun while doing it. Exactly. Like I said, you'll live more than I will. Depending on what you do, will depend for how long. Oh.
I see you wish to be reasonable. Perhaps I misjudged you. The name of the person you want is Carlia.
Say that name like I should know it.
Mercer never told you about her? Carlia is the thief responsible for murdering the previous guildmaster, Gallus. Now she's after Mercer. Help? No, no. Look, I didn't even know it was her until after she contacted me. Please, you have to believe me.
Where is she now?
I don't know. When I asked her where she was going, she just muttered, where the end began. Here, take the Golden Glow estate deed as proof. And when you speak to Mercer, tell him I'm worth more to him alive.
Actually, just like Saturday, it was crazy awesome. Oh yeah? You had a crazy Saturday?
Needed to know.
Dang it. There we go. There we go.
Or
Black Soul Gem. Give me all that. Wraith's Wedding Dowry? Oh, the book.
Or
Those are books. I'm not grabbing books right yet. Give me all that. Expert chest. Damn it. Oh, geesh. One sec. One sec. Get the stupid lock. Oh. Good thing I have 99 of these stupid picks. Come on. All that. An expert lock chest for 6 gold. I jumped my truck off this cliff I have on my property, but this time when I jumped there was a log. I didn't see, and when I landed the jump, I hit the log, and I rolled down a small hill about 8 times while rolling. My truck caught fire, and when I got to the bottom, my door got stuck up against a tree, so I couldn't pull out. I got it. So I had to break the windshield to go out where the fire was, and as I was walking away, the engine flew out and almost caught my woods on fire. It was pretty sick. You just need to have a GoPro on you at all times. Just make a YouTube channel. It's just like your dangerous life, and just record the everyday life of the unknown goddess. Alright, what am I doing? Oh yeah, shit. I want to get these guys taken. I'm not allowed to show my face on cameras for reasons I can't say. Okay. It's all good. It is all good. That's what face masks are for. Part of the mystique. Unless it's security or for work purposes. Unless it's for security or work purposes. Interesting.
Did Gullamai give up any information on our buyer?
Sorry, I thought I heard the doorknob jiggle. He said Golden Glow was purchased by Carlia.
No, it can't be. I haven't heard that name in decades. This is grave news indeed. She's someone I hope to never cross paths with again.
Also told me she was a murderer.
Carlia destroyed everything this guild stood for. She murdered my predecessor in cold blood and betrayed the guild. After we discovered what she'd done, we spent months trying to track her down, but she just vanished.
Why has she returned?
Carlia and I were like partners. I went with her on every heist. We watched each other's backs. I know her techniques, her skills. If she kills me, there'll be no one left that could possibly catch her. If only we knew where she was.
She said where the end began.
There's only one place that could be. The place where she murdered Gallus. A ruin called Snow Veil Sanctum. We have to go out there before she disappears again.
We?
Yes, I'm going with you, and together we're going to kill her. Here's your payment for solitude. Prepare yourself and meet me at the ruins as soon as you can. We can't let her slip through our fingers.
Okay. Oh, well, let's exchange that piece of armor so I don't forget.
Jobs for Vex. How about you?
And then that'll be a good place to call it after I exchange his armor here. It is late and I am tired. Definitely tired.
Well, looks like you're fitting in well down here. I'm supposed to allow you to trade in one of your pieces of guild armor. So what will it be?
I would like...
Of course. Otherwise it wouldn't be much of a reward, now would it? Your new piece will enhance your skill beyond that of the original. Trust me.
I want new armor.
Are you sure? Once I exchange it for you, I'm not taking it back. Unless you want to sell it at a discount, of course.
I'm sure.
Okay, there you go.
Equip that. Okay. All right. I actually have to go to bed. Didn't realize what time it was. I have to be up by 6. Same here. I was calling it anyway, like I was saying. So, for sure. Thanks for hanging out, though. This was awesome. You've actually talked to me more than anyone else has in my stream so far. So, awesome. This is a great stream. I actually really enjoyed it. I hope you had fun or whatever. But yeah. I stream every Monday and Wednesday at about this time. So feel free to stop on by again. Yeah. At any rate, like I said, I'm definitely calling it for the night. This was fun. I enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Yeah.
Sure, Ton. You know
So,
I'm good for it.
There's a new
yeah.
guard
Have a great night.
around the meadery. Can you do something about it?
Once I figure out where the button is. There it is.
Won't bother you anymore.
Night.
I promise.
See you.